Good morning, everybody. Welcome. This is Yoga Lattes. My name's Amanda. We've got a nice, fun flow today, incorporating some holiday festive terminology here. So, I want you to really find your focus, get some deep breath to embrace the holiday spirit, whatever it is that you celebrate. If you don't celebrate anything, maybe you're just wishing for snow. We've got some moves in here for you for that. We're going to go ahead and find our child's pose, starting off with the yoga flow. So your toes touch, your knees are wide. Bring your knees as wide as the mat, maybe slightly wider. We're going to draw our arms out in front, focusing here on your breath, maybe bringing your forehead to the floor. You're also welcome to place a block under your forehead. Holding and breathing. From here, we're going to draw our arms out to a Y, so bringing them out to the sides of your mat, coming into a star. So the tip of your head is the point of the star, both of your fingertips stretching out long to the side, the top sides of that star. Your knees are the bottoms of those stars, and the tips of your toes are just the tail of that star. Holding and breathing here. Deep breaths in all the way, filling your belly all the way to the top. And exhaling all the way out. Hold this pose for one more breath. Go ahead and walk your hands back in. Hands are above your shoulders. Maybe tip your fingers, lifting your palms off of the floor. You can also bend your elbows, bringing your palms to the touch, bringing your thumbs to the nape of your neck, simultaneously pressing your hips down towards your heels. Go ahead and lengthen out your fingers. We're going to go ahead and walk ourselves up, coming into a kneeling position. So from here, your knees can be hip-width apart and parallel. You can sit your hips on your heels. You can also place a block between your heels and sitting down on the block, maybe a medium setting, the lowest setting, or the highest setting, whatever works for you today. From here, we're going to call this our elf pose. We're going to bring our hands towards our knees, rounding your spine down, gazing towards your navel, tops of your thighs, and then arching your spine, bringing your hands towards your hips, chest is lifted, drawing your elbows back. A few more times like this. Round your spine, fingertips towards the tops of your knees, and then rounding, scooping, arching your spine. One more time through. Draw your hands towards your knees. And hands come towards your hips, chest and shoulders lifted. Good, and come back to a neutral spine, your shoulders stacked over your hips. Release your arms down by your side. We're going to bring the right hand down. Left arm comes up high overhead. Left bicep to left ear. We're going to cactus that arm. Extend. Bring the left arm down. Right arm comes up high overhead. Right bicep to right ear. Draw that elbow down. Cactus the arm. Extend. Come back down to the right side. Same thing here. Left arm comes up high. We're going to cactus that arm and extend. Spread the fingertips wide. Now we're going to rotate your left pinky down towards your right thumb and then draw that left arm down and around. Really stretching that back. Left palm down, coming up, right bicep towards right ear. Really stretch your fingertips out long. Draw that elbow down, opening up your chest. Extend. Draw that right pinky down towards your left thumb. Draw it across and around. Draw your arms up high overhead. Draw the elbows down. Lift your gaze towards your fingertips wide. Excited elf. Draw your arms up. Elbows come down. Once more, arms come up, gaze is forward. Elbows down, spread your fingertips wide, cactus arms. Bring your gaze up. From here, we're going to bring the right hand to the outside of your left knee. Your left hand comes behind you, looking over your left shoulder. Nice deep stretch. Arms come up high overhead, gaze is forward. Go ahead and bring your left hand to the outside of your right knee, right hand down, looking over your right shoulder. And then go ahead and come back to neutral. Maybe roll your shoulders back, roll them forward. We are going to find our table. We'll call this our present pose. So find your tabletop position. From here, your wrists are under your shoulders, knees are under your hips, tuck your toes, bring your hands up, palm print forward, and press your hips up into downward facing dog or your North Pole bear. North Pole polar bear. Maybe pedal your heels one at a time. Keep your core nice and engaged. Turn this way, still pedaling those heels. If you want to use a block, you can place it in front of you, wherever you're at. Just moving my notes over here. All right, keep pedaling those heels. From here, we're going to lift that right leg up, three-legged dog, polar kick, and we're going to draw that right knee in towards our right elbow. Kick it back. Right knee towards our nose. Kick it back. Right knee towards our left elbow. Kick it back. From here, those are polar crunches. We're going to draw that right knee in, back towards the center. We're going to tap it down and lift. Two more, tap it down and lift. Once more, tap down and lift. Polar crunch, kick, three-legged dog. Step it through. Coming here into low crescent. Bringing your hands along your foot, ground your balance down. We're going to come up to high crescent. Your shoulders stack over your hips. We're going to open up into warrior two, or also known as kneeling reindeer. Deep bend and that front right knee. Arms are extended out nice and long. Holding here and breathing. We're going to straighten that leg. Arms come up high overhead and bend. I want you to think about bending deeper into that knee each time. Keep the core nice and engaged. We're going to hold it here, holding that deep bend into that front leg. We're going to go ahead and bring the right hand down to the right leg. Left arm comes up high overhead. Leaping reindeer. And then reverse. Left arm binds behind your back. You can also bring your left hand down towards your same ankle. Right arm comes up high overhead. Come back to warrior two. From here, let's see. Oh. All right, we are going to pivot those toes, coming into star pose or snowflake. From here, I wrote in pencil, you guys, so I can't really read the writing. From here, your toes can be slightly pivoted inward or parallel. We're going to keep the arms to a T and we're going to rotate over to the right. Come upright. Think slow and controlled. Over to the left. So you're a falling snowflake, just going down until you come towards the ground to your final landing place, side to side. Keep that core nice and engaged. Imagine that you're wrapping those gifts. Core is engaged. Keeping those arms to a big Y. Keeping that snowflake shape, just falling side to side. Once more on each side. Back upright. Over to the left. And upright. From here, we're going to come into goddess. We're going to make those snow angels. So bend the knees, bend the elbows. Coming back up. Making those snow angels. Chest stays nice and lifted. Deep bend the knees, deep bend the elbows. Keep it going. As you crunch down, keep your shoulders stacked over your hips. All right, next one, we're gonna hold it down. We're gonna bring our hands towards our tummy, and then we're going to bring the same elbow towards the same knee and back up. Jolly Santa, hands to your belly, same elbow towards same knee, coming back upright. Keep that deep bend in your knees, chest stays nice and lifted, core is engaged. So drawing your navel deep into your spine, your shoulders remain stacked over your hips in upright position as you draw the same elbow to the same knee. That top shoulder is stacked directly over your bottom, and then coming upright. Keep it here. All right, we're gonna come back to our snowflake. We're gonna pivot the right toes, bend into that right knee, coming back to our warrior two. So from here, we're going to straighten that leg once again. We're gonna pivot the arms, coming into triangle. Holding it here and breathing. We're now melting snow angel. Melting snowflake, so your stars of that snowflake are starting to come together. Just holding and breathing. So from here, you're welcome to hold it here. Focus on rotating that left shoulder open. Maybe challenge your balance by looking up. You can also look down. If you would like, you can come into an ice skater by bending into that right knee, bringing your right hand towards the floor or towards the block, coming into half moon. So top arm can be lifted, top hand can be on your hip. You can bring your gaze up or down. Flex that top left foot, just holding and breathing. Option here, you can bend that top knee. You can reach for that back ankle coming into candy cane. Wherever you're at, holding and breathing. From here, we're gonna pivot down, coming into warrior three. So bring both hands down towards the floor or to a block. You're gonna then frame your left hip with your right, coming down towards the floor. That left leg is straight. Keep a soft bend in that standing right knee. Core is engaged. Again, you can bring your hands down towards the floor if that feels good to you. You can also engage your core and bring your hands to a block. From here, we're going to come into some taps. We've got 8 and lift. That's 7 and lift. 6 and lift. 5. 4 more. You're halfway there. And 3. Last 2. And 1. All right, we're going to go ahead and bring that left foot to meet the right. Maybe pedal out the heels, one at a time. Go ahead and bring your hands down towards the floor. Release your head down, forward fold. Bring your hands to your shins, half lift, your back is flat. Back to a forward fold, hands down towards the floor. You can have as deep as a bend in your knees if you'd like. You can also keep those legs straight for a nice back of the leg stretch. From here, we're going to step our legs back, coming into our high plank or our sleigh. Keep your elbows tucked into your sides. You can also come down onto your knees if you'd like. Lower down for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Releasing all the way down. From here, keeping your hands under your shoulders, we're going to press up, mini cobra, maybe a polar seal, release down. Once more, press up, release down. We're going to extend that left arm long, everyone's favorite stretch. Keep that right hand box out, left arm long from your shoulder. Lift your right leg up and over the outside of your left hip. Your right hip is opening, your left shoulder is opening. We're going to hold it here for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back to center. Bring your left hand under your left shoulder. Come up 1 mini cobra. Release down. Go ahead and extend that left arm long. Use whatever space you have. Extend that right arm long. Left hand's box out under your shoulder. Lift the left leg up and over your right your right hip. Holding and breathing. Opening up your left hip. Opening up your right shoulder. Go ahead and come back to the center. Bring your hands back underneath your shoulders. Mini cobra. Release down. Walk your hands under your rib cage, coming all the way up. Full cobra. Maybe bring your gaze back. Come through tabletop or flip your toes, coming up into downward facing dog. Maybe that polar bear, that north polar bear. All right, now we're going to do that exact same thing on the left side. So if you're using that block, go ahead and bring it over towards you. I'm only moving sides, that way I can face you all the entire time. So from your downward facing dog, maybe pedal your heels, keeping your gaze towards your navel. Your biceps frame your ears. Really press your hips up. We're going to lift that left leg coming into three-legged dog, polar bear kick. Now we have our polar crunches. Left knee to left elbow. Kick it back. Left knee to nose. Kick it back. Left knee to right shoulder. Kick it back. Now we're going to hold that left knee towards our nose. We're going to tap it down for 3 and lift. That's 2 and lift. 1 more. Three-legged dog, polar bear kick, step through, coming into low crescent. Find your balance, ground through, then come up to high crescent, shoulder stacked over your hips, arms come up high overhead. You can have a bend that back knee or keep it straight. Pivot the back toes, opening up to warrior 2, maybe dashing reindeer. We're going to straighten that front leg, arms come up high overhead, and bend. Straighten and bend. 2 more. Once more. We're going to hold it here. Come into extended side angle, left hand to your left thigh. Right arm comes up high overhead. And then reverse your warrior. Right hand behind your back, maybe down your leg. Keep that deep bend in your front knee. Come back to warrior 2. All right, from here, we're going to turn those left toes, coming back to our star, our snowflake. From here, we're going to start to the left this time. Let's do 7 on each side, a significant holiday number. Over to the right. Back upright. 6 more on each side. Think slower, more controlled. Keep those arms nice and straight. Falling snowflake side to side. That's it. 5 more on each side. You got this. Really stretch your fingertips nice and wide. Keep your chin lifted off of your chest. Relax your shoulders down from your ears. That's it. 4 more. You got this. Back upright. Over to the right. All right, 2 more on each side. That's it. Easy peasy. You got this. Keep that navel pulled into your spine. Find your focus. Find whatever you're grateful for. Find that unity with yourself. Over to the right. All right, from here, we're going to make those snow angels. Bend the elbows, bend the knees. Come upright. Bend the elbow. We have 8 here. Another significant number for the holidays. 6 more. Stay with it. Chest is lifted. And up. Bring it down. and lift it up. That's it. After this one, you got 4 more. Stay with it. Two more. You got this. Last one. Very nice. All right. We are going to come back to warrior two. Bend into that front knee. We're going to straighten that leg. Tick-tock the arms. Coming here into triangle. Again, you're more than welcome to hold it here. You can work on those rotations, rotating that right shoulder down, really opening up that right shoulder. You can gaze up to challenge your balance. You're also welcome to gaze down. If you would like, and you tried it on the other side, coming into half moon, place that block in front of your left toes, bend into that left knee, and then hinge forward, bringing your hand to the floor or to a block. Lift that top leg up. Again, your gaze can be down towards the floor. You can bring your gaze out from your shoulders. You can also lift your gaze up towards the ceiling, challenge your balance. Hand can be on your hip or lifted, ice skater. You can have a micro bend, and that's standing left leg. You can come into candy cane by bending your top knee, reaching for your foot, or just holding and breathing. Keep that top leg straight, right toes are flexed, opening up that hip. All right, we're gonna pivot that right hip down, bend into that left knee as you do so. Coming into warrior three. I've got this pampas grass decor that I had to have all in my face. I'm gonna scoot it back. All right, coming into warrior three. From here, you can have, again, a soft bend, that standing left leg. Your right leg is straight, your right toes are flexed. We're gonna lower and lift for 8, and 7, that's 6, and 5. You've got 4 more. Stay with it. And 3. Last 2. And 1. All right, hold that leg lifted. Ooh. All right, we're gonna hold it here for 7 seconds. You're already at 6 and 5. That's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release the right foot to meet the left. Maybe pedal your heels. All right, you can release your hands from that block if you had them there. Maybe have a deep bend your knees, forward fold. Bring your hands to shins, half lift. Nice flat back, core is engaged. Back to a forward fold, letting your neck hang nice and loose. All right, from here, we're going to step our legs back, coming into our high plank, maybe our sled. All right, from here, holding and breathing for 8, that's 7, you got 6, 5, and 4, 3 more, 2, and 1. Lower down for 8, 7, 6, slower, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release all the way down. Give me 1 mini cobra. Release down. All right, from here, we're gonna come into some penguin moves. Laying on our tummy here. All right, I call these penguin waddles. You'll see why. We're gonna find your locus. So relax the top shoelace portion of your toes on the floor. Bring your palms down by your hips. Just bringing your chin or your forehead to the floor. We're gonna lift our limbs. Arms and legs lift. And lower. We got 7. And 5 more. And 4. 3 more. That's it. 2 more. You got it. Last one. I want you to hold it as high as you can. Hold it here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release down. All right, from here, we're gonna bend our knees. So trying to keep your knees hip width apart and parallel. Reach your right hand back and grabbing your right foot. You can also use a strap to hold on to your feet if you'd like. If you don't have a strap, you can use a shirt or a towel. Bring your left hand back to meet your left foot. From here, we're gonna lift everything up. Chest, upper body, legs, coming into a wreath. Holding here. And breathing. Don't worry, I'm counting. Maybe lift higher. And release down. All right. Just hold it here for a second. Catch your breath. Resting penguin. All right. From here, we're going to press up. Find your downward facing dog. North polar bear. From here, we are going to bring our feet towards our hands towards your feet. And we're going to pivot facing the front, coming into a wide-legged stance. From this position, your arms are out to a T, and then we're going to draw the right arm underneath the left, coming into eagle or elf arms, and we're going to deep bend into the knees, squatting down nice and low. From here, we're going to draw the elbows down towards the floor and upright. We've got 8 here, so you're on 7. 6 more. That's it. You've got 4 more. And 3. Think slow and controlled. Really crunch those abs. Elf crunches. You've got 1 more. All right. Go ahead and straighten the legs. Unbind your arms out to a T again. You guessed it. Draw that left arm underneath the right. You can clasp your hands together. You can also bring your hands to opposite shoulders, whatever's comfortable to you. If you want to open up your shoulders, lift your elbows nice and high. Deep bend into those knees. Same thing here. Crunch the elbows down towards the floor. The depth is up to you. You've got 8 in total. That's 1. And 2. 3 more. Oh, nope. We're going up this time. And 4. Hi, Lola. And 5. That's 6. 2 more. Stay with it. 1 more. All right. Finish up those elf crunches. Draw your arms back out to a T. From here, bring your hands to heart center as if you're holding a nice cup of hot cocoa. We're going to deep bend into that right knee, keeping that left leg long. Now, option here, you can bring your hands to the floor or to a block if you'd like. You can also keep holding that hot cup of cocoa. Maybe flex and point into that left toe. You get the weebles and wobbles, that's okay. Maybe try to grow your branches, making yourself into a nice candle, maybe a melting candle. You can also bind your hands behind your back. Wherever you're at, hold it for another 2. And 1. All right, place your hands down to the floor. Walk yourself over to the left side. Deep bend that left knee, extend that right leg long. Same options here. You can hold that cup of hot cocoa in the center, really challenging your balance. You can draw yourself up into a tall candle with that right leg kicking out, maybe a melting candle. You can clasp your hands behind your back. Chin and chest is lifted. Maybe point and flex or circle out that right ankle. If you fall out of it, it's okay. Just come back into it. We'll be right here with you. Just a point and a flex. All right, go ahead and bring your hands down towards the floor. Bring your hips up. We're going to do a wide-legged forward fold. Letting your neck hang nice and loose. Maybe grabbing opposite elbows with a micro bend in your knees and swaying side to side. And then releasing your hands down towards the floor. With a soft bend in your knees, gently roll up slowly, bring your hands to your hips. All right, we're going to bring our feet hip width apart and parallel. We have my personal favorite, a marching nutcracker or standing mountain. So from here, just standing, holding, and breathing, palms by your side, feet are hip width apart and parallel, really ground through. Find your focus, maybe close your eyes. For 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Maybe open your eyes slowly. From here, keep your shoulders relaxed down from your ears. We're going to draw the right knee up, arms come up high overhead. Marching nutcracker. From here, cactus the arms, open up the hip, and forward. Elbows down, open the hip, and forward. Once more, hi Lucy, and open. Go ahead and draw the knee forward. From here, we're going to keep the arms up high overhead. We're going to kick and extend. 2 more. Kick and extend. Once more. All right, hold that knee bent. From here, bring your hands down by your side. Option to grab the outside of your knee and just hold it there. You can also extend your right arm back behind you. You can also grab the sole, the outside of your right foot, and kick it forward, keeping that right hand back. Holding and breathing. For 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and bend into that right knee if you had it straightened. From here, we're going to bring the sole of that right foot to the inside of your left leg, locking out that left knee. You can bring it as high as you like or as low, coming into a Christmas tree, holding and breathing. Maybe bring your hands to heart center. Maybe draw your branches up. Maybe sway your tree side to side, challenging your balance. All right, from here, bring your hands back to center. Hold that hot cocoa. We're going to lift that right ankle up onto our left knee. Flex your right toes and then bend into that left knee. Coming down into a crunch. You can keep your hands at that heart center, holding that hot cocoa. You can also bring your hands down towards the floor, bending deeper into that left knee. Or you can bring your hands to blocks. Any setting of choice. Totally up to you. Holding and breathing. When you're ready, draw your hands back to heart center. Hold that hot cocoa. Rise up slowly. Release that right foot down. Shake it out. All right, we're going to repeat the same thing on the other side because it's so much fun. Embracing everything. All right. We're going to find that focus again. Get your hip width apart and parallel. Shoulders relax down from your ears. Palm by your side. Fingertips spread wide. Hold it for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Draw your arms up high overhead. Pull your navel in. Draw your left knee up. Flex your left toes. Marching nutcracker. Now we're going to open that left hip, cactus the arms out with the fingertips wide and close. 2 more. Open and close. Once more. All right. From here, hold the arms up high overhead. Extend and bend. 2 more. Extend and bend once more. Hold the bend in the knee. Option here, release your arms by your side. Your right hand to the outside of your left knee, you can hold it there. You can also extend that left arm back. You can also reach down, grab the outside of your left foot, kick it forward, still holding your left arm back. Wherever you're at, holding for 3, 2, and 1. Bend into that left knee if you had it extended. From here, we're going to find that Christmas tree, staying tall in your right leg. Bring the sole of your left foot to the inside of that right leg. Maybe your right ankle, your right calf, or all the way up to the inside of your right thigh, wherever you're at, avoiding that knee area. Hold that hot cup of cocoa. If you fall out of tree, that's okay. Come right back into it. Maybe challenge your balance by drawing your arms behind your back. You can also grow your branches up high overhead. Maybe sway your branches again from side to side, challenging your balance. Keep that navel pulled into your spine. You're still wrapping those gifts the entire time. Go ahead and find that hot cup of cocoa once again, nice and cozy. Lift that left leg, flex the left ankle, and place your left ankle on your right thigh. From here, you're more than welcome to hold it just right here if you'd like. Bend into that right knee, hinging forward, bringing your hands down to the floor or to a block, your choice. Nice hip opener here. Deep breaths to embrace the holiday spirit. And then rising up as if you're wrapping presents with precision, nice and controlled. Go ahead and release the left leg down. Maybe shake it out. All right, let's come into our final little series here. We're going to come back to our gift position, or better known as a tabletop. So from here, we're going to bring our wrists under our shoulders, knees under our hips, starting with our right side. Bring your right elbow wide behind your head. We're going to be opening those gifts. We're going to tap the right elbow down and lift it up. You've got 7. That's 6. And 5. That's 4. And 3. Last 2. And 1. All right, go ahead and bring that right hand back down under your shoulder. We're going to come into another one of my favorites here. We're going to extend that right leg back. So we're going to start with the right side. Your elbows are tucked in close to your body, so your elbows, your wrists are directly under your elbows. We're going to lift that right leg as we bend the elbows. Bring your chin down towards the floor. And lift. So we're balancing like a tripod on those 3 points, both your hands and your left knee. Your leg is kicked up like a dreidel. Keep it going, kicking up, maybe coming down towards the floor. Give me 4 more, slow and controlled. Lifting up, keep that right leg straight. 2 more. And 1 more. You've got this. All right. Go ahead and come back upright. Maybe shake it out. From here, we're going to draw that right knee back in, but keep it hovering. We have reindeer kicks. We're going to kick it straight back and draw it in. Straight back. Draw it in. You got 8 more. Slow and controlled. Your navel is pulled in towards your spine. That's it. 5 more. Total of 8 here. We're going to do 8 of each. You've got it. 3 more. All right, we've got 1 more. All right, go ahead and hold that leg straight back. Keep your right toes flexed. We're going to tap and lift. Hoof taps. That's it. You've got 6 more if you're with me. Total of 8. And 5. Last 4. You've got it. 3, 2, and 1. All right, hold that right leg lifted. From here, we have a bow loop. So we're going to draw it over and up. Point the toes. And over and up. That's 4. All right, so we're actually going to do 8.5 because I want us to land over at that diagonal. From here, we have those bow tails. So we're going to lift and lower. 7 more. Lift and lower. Point the toes. That's it. 5 more. And 4. That's 3. And 2. Last 1. Very nice. Draw that right knee in. Maybe bump your hips side to side. Shake it out. All right, let's quickly run through. Not quickly, because we do everything nice, slow, and controlled in Pilates. But running through on the left side. Let me turn this way. So you're coming back to your gift. Your wrists are on your shoulders, your knees are under your hips. This time we're going to extend that left leg back. Let's actually walk the elbows out. So we're going to come into a wide arm push-up, working that chest muscle. Go ahead and extend your left leg straight back. Keep your left toes flexed. So as we bend the elbows, bringing our chin and forehead down to the floor, we're keeping that core engaged the entire time. We're going to lift that left leg up. So you are balancing on all 3 points, your right knee and both wrists, just like a dreidel. Your left leg is the handle, lifting up. That's it. 5 more. Core is engaged. Keep it going. Lift and lower. 4 more. You got it. Two more. Stay with it. Elbows open wide as you come down. 1 more. All right, from here, go and draw that left knee in. We're going to walk our hands back under our shoulders, coming back to that perfect gift box, making that tabletop. Go ahead and extend that left leg and draw it in. We're going to kick and extend. So your left toes are flexed. You've got 5 more, total of 8 here. Remember to keep that core engaged. You want that core super tight. That's it. Draw the knee in and kick. Draw the knee in and kick. 2 more here. Slow and controlled. Hold that left leg lifted. Now we have hoof taps. Tap it down, lift it up. 7 more. Tap it down, lift it up. Keep your gaze towards your thumb and your index finger just between them to avoid straining your neck from looking side to side. That's it, halfway. 3 more. 2 more. All right, we're going to hold that leg lifted, point the toes. We're going to tap over to diagonal and back. That's 2 and 4. Halfway. And 5, 6, 7. Oh, that's right, we got 8.5. All right, hold it out to the diagonal. We're going to lift and lower those ribbons. 2 and 3. That's 4 and 5 and 6, 7. 1 more. 8. All right, draw that left knee to meet the right. Maybe bump your hips side to side. All right, we are going to come back and find that child's pose. But just like we started, we're going to draw our arms out wide, making that star. Really stretching your fingertips out long towards the side of your mat. Bringing your forehead down towards the floor. Maybe placing that block on your forehead, maybe under your hips. Pressing your hips down towards your heels. Knees are open wide. Fingertips are spread wide. Go ahead and walk your hands back out in front. We're gonna go ahead and lift that left arm up and draw it under and through. Thread the needle in child's pose. That left arm can stay extended long. You can also bind that left hand around toward your right waist, opening up your left shoulder. Go ahead and extend that left arm long. Go ahead and lift your right arm up towards the ceiling. Release it back down towards the floor. Go ahead and lift the left arm up high. Reach it under and through the right side body. Thread the needle with your left arm. Your right arm can stay extended long. You can tempt the fingers lifting your palm off of the floor. You can bind your right hand around towards your right waist, opening up that right shoulder. Wherever you're at, maybe extending that right arm long again. Lifting the left arm up high and releasing it down. Go ahead and walk your hands towards your knees. Go ahead and find a seat. Swing your arms around to the right or to the left. Find yourself in the center of your mat and roll back slowly. So from here, we're going to keep our hands out towards our ankles, towards our knees. You can also bring your hands to the back side of your thighs. We're going to roll back for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release all the way down. From here, your head is flat on the floor. We're going to draw both of our knees in towards our chest. Wrap your hands around your shins, maybe the back side of your thighs if that's more comfortable to you, and just rolling from side to side. Letting everything go. Envisioning you're in a serene winter wonderland, maybe closing your eyes. Deep breaths to embrace the holiday spirit. And then go ahead and keep your right knee and extend your left leg long. Your left toe is flexed. Circle out your right ankle. And then with your left hand, grab the outside of your right knee. Draw it across the left side of your body. Gazing, looking over your right shoulder. You can extend that right arm long. You can also cactus that arm, bending it to 90. Palm is facing up. Trying to keep your right shoulder down. And coming back to the center. Switching sides, right leg long, left knee in towards your left shoulder. Just clasping beneath your left knee. Your right toes are flexed, pressing your heel down. Point, flex, or circle out that left ankle. With your right hand, grab the outside of your left knee, draw it across the right side of your body. Gazing, looking over your left shoulder. Maybe extend that left arm long. You can also cactus that arm, bending that elbow to 90. Really spreading your fingertips wide. Trying to, without forcing, keeping your left shoulder on the floor. Go ahead and roll back to center. Draw both knees back in towards your chest. Extend your legs so your knees are bent. You can grab the back side of your legs, coming into happy baby. Maybe rolling side to side. You can also grab the outside of your feet, drawing your knees closer towards the outside of your rib cage and rolling side to side. Nice lower back stretch here. Maybe we can call this happy elf. You can kick one leg, extending the other. Ninja elf. And switching sides, of course. And both legs. You can draw the soles of the feet to touch. Go ahead and draw your knees back together. And then extend your legs out long. Extend your arms down by your side. Heels to touch. Toes to fall open. Palms faced up to receive. Relax your shoulders down. Close your eyes. If you find yourself in a winter wonderland, and then start wiggling your hands, start wiggling your toes. Extend your arms out long overhead and rolling to the left or to the right side. Coming into a fetal position, always able to start something new. And then gently pressing yourself up to a seated position of choice. You can bring your hands back to that cup of hot cocoa, hands to prayer at heart center. Maybe bring your gaze down. I thank you all for sharing your practice with me today. Hope you all enjoyed it. A little fun Pilates and yoga mixed in with some holiday spirit. Whatever it is that you celebrate, if you don't celebrate anything at all, again, I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful next couple of days enjoying time with your loved ones. Thank you all so very much. Again, my name's Amanda. Have a fantastic rest of your time. Again, I hope you enjoyed the fun little terminology, the fun flow. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you.